Hi, I'm Emma, and 5 years ago, at the age of 29, I was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. I've got used to my Parkinson's. I feel like I know how to stop it from doing annoying things at annoying times. It continues to get worse, but it's a challenge I was ready to face and I can handle it. What has been difficult for the past over a year now is a prolapsed disc in my neck. This was something that sort of started off, I think, when I flew from America. I was flying back from Seattle, business class. I've never flown business class before, and I think I slept and was far too comfortable. And prior to that, for a few months, I'd had a sort of a weird feeling under my skin, on my neck, and they thought it was shingles. The doctors thought it was shingles, but there was no rash, which is quite weird. But anyway, when I came back from this flight, it sort of twinged a bit when I was standing at my computer. And from that point onwards, it got steadily worse, to the point my neck has now essentially dropped. I'm permanently looking down. If I'm sat on the floor like I am now, I can stretch it up and go back to kind of a decent position. If I'm lying flat on my back or on my side, I can straighten up to the point that I look fairly normal. But when I'm standing, my head drops forward because of the weight of it. I've been seeing a physiotherapist who has been working on my fascial tissue, which is basically the soft tissue that runs throughout your body, which has kind of gone into overdrive in my neck and is trying to hold my neck up and doing all the wrong things at the moment. I have a number of neck braces. This one has hair dye on it because everything I own has hair dye on it. This is like a soft foam neck brace that basically just sort of goes around. I won't put it on now because I'm just talking, but it kind of goes around under my chin. It doesn't really hold my neck up very much, but is a bit of a soft cushion, mainly for sleeping on when I'm in meetings and taxis. And then I have some other ones which I'll go through in a bit, but none of them really work because they all use force under my chin to hold my neck up, which works in principle, but then it pulls massively down the back of my head and my neck, and also stops me from talking. Now I do a lot of public speaking and sort of engagements and press and stuff to raise awareness of Parkinson's. I don't want to not be able to do that. I mean, it's part of what I do and it's important, and if I can't talk, then I'm very frustrated because it's not my Parkinson's that's stopping me from talking, it's a neck brace. Mum and I have become completely obsessed with finding some way of making the perfect neck brace, of either buying it or buying the pieces and attaching it together. We get incredibly excited about bits of foam like we never have done before. Her eBay search history is ridiculous. Our ultimate goal is to make or buy the perfect neck brace that will get my head back up again, and yet we are to find anything that isn't a device of torture. I end up talking about my neck with everyone because everyone is so intrigued by it. It's so unusual, it's so obvious that people want to know how I did it, whether it's going to be fixed, how it's going to be fixed, whether it hurts, all the usual questions. My friends are also very aware of it because it stops me from attending stuff that they want me to go to, and I want to see them, and as a group we're very kind of annoyed by it. I think it's become the bugbear for all of us that we just want to get it fixed and sorted. And it was during a conversation with one such friend, a girl called Lindsay, who was someone that I used to work with at an agency. We always worked very well together and kind of had lots of kind of exciting ideas, and she sort of said, oh, look, I've got this 3D printer. I've been printing stuff for work, for my job, and we being her and her husband Joe, we would love to try and make you a neck brace. And I said, yep, sign me up, let's do this, because I love technology and it sounds like a fun way to spend a couple of weekends, but if we can get it to work, it'd be a miracle, and it'll be a great thing to have achieved.
And this print was cancelled. Why, Joe?
Why? Because it would have taken 23 hours. still learning how to print in the most optimal manner.
And
We'll get there.
do you have the objects we need to take over to Emma's place?
Right?
Do you have the things we're going to take over to Emma's place?
Yes. Various measuring apparatus.
So we're bringing a soft tape measure, a hard tape measure, and a luggage weigh scale because we want to see how much weight needs to be supported by the brace. So we thought that would be the easiest way to get that kind of measurement. So we will be weighing Emma's head like a piece of luggage. Right, are we all set to go?
Fortunately, it didn't try and finish it.
All right, to Greenwich.
Yes. But first lunch.
But first lunch.
So this one is evil. It's basically a hybrid of lots of other neck braces that Velcro is not the fun thing.
Oh, I think it's
That's that bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we basically added these bits because it was bare plastic on my like what these bits are, collarbones. Yeah, it like rested on my collarbone with just bare plastic. So we put loads of stuff on it. Mum did this before a wedding I went to, and she glued it with super strong glue, and I could smell it all day.
Oh no.
It's like mildly.
But
But you actually
fine.
wore that for going to a whole wedding.
I wore it for 20 minutes of the wedding.
We have seen
I can wear
that.
it literally for 20 minutes and then it hurts. But
Joe, why
I
don't you
suppose the
try
glue
it
piece
on
take the
so
edge
that you
off
can
it.
get a sense of it? Because I was actually really like, you don't really, you just put that around the back of your neck. Now rest the weight of your head, and do you feel that pain immediately starting to spread like that?
Yeah, that's it.
It reminds me of where's
the
Joe and I.
pressure's as well. The pressure's on your belly's where it shouldn't lie anymore.
Yeah,
It's also because
you've got a very heavy head, and
Because I've got quite a narrow jaw, it's just pushing my jaw back up into
Yeah.
my head.
You're going to both end up with neck problems after this. And that feels like it's about to shit into my windpipe. So
It also looks like if you misplaced it even slightly, you'd cut off the blood supply to your brain.
Yeah, I need to move that
Pass
and take
out.
it off.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing it day to day. I'm wearing an assortment of these bad boys, which are just foam collars. But they start off like that, and then they end up deformed because my neck is so hefty.
Let's see if we can measure the weight, because that's one of the things I'm curious about, is how much weight actually needs to be supported, because I'm guessing it's actually quite a lot. Yep, let go. Oof, yeah, it's about 4.5 pounds. That's what it's saying.
It's all brain.
It's all brain.
Technology is really important to me. It's become something I rely pretty heavily on to get me through the day, to be able to do things that I used to be able to do quite simply on my own. And things like 3D printers I think are amazing because they offer the opportunity to have really custom, really bespoke things made for you.
Okay, and now measure the neck, the waist.
Breathe in.
Okay, and that's about 73.
Supposed to be
You
quite
mean 60, obviously.
Yeah.
I think in the field of things like orthotics, that's where 3D printing is really exciting. I mean, everything that is made can be correct for that person to within millimeters, I would say. You know, a plate in someone's head, a fake hand or leg, a neck brace, things that kind of go into your body to support the balance of it, and things that are on the outside as a cage. I mean, anything that needs some strength, 3D printing just seems like a sensible solution, because with the neck brace, if we got something the wrong size that wasn't protecting in the right parts, it could make it worse. But I definitely see in Parkinson's and in other things technology as being the future of healthcare, really. I mean, with Parkinson's, we haven't had any new medication updates in the last 50, 60 years. But technology is coming on leaps and bounds, and technology can be there to step up and help us to make the most of that medication, to make the most of our condition.
And to see what's happening, and then if you ran that way, cool. Okay, just let me get this positioned. So the tape measure is at 0 at the end closest to the back. And this distance, actually, you know what, let me put this all the way through.
I found the solution, bit of cardboard and a tape measure.
Nailed it.
Not being able to get around easily, to have to take taxis and everywhere for the last year or so has been a bit frustrating. I'm someone that loves to travel in London, loves to take the tube, loves to take the overground train and arrive at my destination. But it's just become harder, and it's just one of many things that have become harder since my neck's been like this. Not making eye contact is something that really bothers me. I think eye contact is incredibly important, especially if you're just on a talk and you're kind of shuffling off the stage. So for us to be able to use technology to try and solve this problem, to have me upright again so I'm making eye contact and talking to people and can see where I'm going and navigating, would just change my life so much for the better right now.
Okay, the back brace has arrived and I'm trying it on. I've got the other brace stuck in behind my neck there just to see how that feels. But this thing is really meant to be a posture corrector, so I'm trying it out, and Joe's going to try it out to make sure that it doesn't actually cause back problems, because you never know what you're going to get when you order something off of Amazon. So we'll try it out for a bit, make sure it doesn't cause any problems on its own. We won't keep this in. Take that out. And yeah, just see how it feels, but we're hoping it'll give the right kind of support to some sort of structure that we can put in. So we'll see. We'll report back.